Let's talk about self-acceptance. Self-acceptance, that's all about the way we feel about ourselves. It's all about how do we really view ourselves. Do we accept ourselves under any and all conditions? I don't think so. The women who come to visit me as on retreat or hire me as a holistic life coach, no, it is not usually the case. In fact, most of us can identify with those inner voices. You know the ones I'm talking about. The ones that always say, why couldn't you have? You should have. Why can't you be? Look how so-and-so is and you're not like her. The one that compares us to everybody else and always finds that we are falling just a little bit short, that somehow we are not good enough. Where does this come from? Well, I have to tell you something. It comes from a very old place. One of the principles in the work that I do is that we are who we are for reasons long past. There are reasons we think the way we do. There are reasons we feel the way that we do about ourselves. And most of them were set in motion a long time ago due to the people and the places and the circumstances of our life, usually our early life. And when these things were not all positive and right and good, then we ended up somehow developing a distorted sense of who we were. This distortion of self, as the years went by, does not just fix itself. What happens is it becomes a driving force. It drives us. In many cases, it drives us to overachieve because we are so busy trying to prove, yes, I am good enough. See everything I do, see everything I achieve, I'm good enough. And we still don't feel that way. Or we underachieve. We figure, well, I'm not good enough, so I might as well become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And neither one of those work. So what does? Well, it all begins by us understanding that principle that we are who we are for reasons long past. And if you go to chapter 1 of my book, and believe me, I did not want to begin this book with self-acceptance because it's such a difficult subject to talk about, to understand, but I really think it is clearly outlined in that chapter that when women read it, they have this aha moment. They begin to understand, wow, that's why I think like this or feel like this or act like this. And the next thing that we do is we really need to move away from perfectionism and into just plain good enough. Because we are good enough. We are good enough just as we are. We are good enough right here in this moment in time. We are good enough. Every step we have taken prior to this moment has been necessary for us to be the women we are today.